Hey everyone, and welcome to PGN Live. It is Thursday, October 16th, 2025, and we are live on YouTube here to talk about video games. We've got Pokemon Legends ZA just released. I have yet to get the game myself as I pre-ordered it from Best Buy, but it's on the way. It's coming later today. I'm looking forward to it. I know it's going to sell well. I know it's going to be a big, easily 5 million plus opening weekend kind of game. I'm here to talk to you about all of it. It's a little bit of a chilly morning. As you can see, I've got on my jacket, but I love this weather. I mean, I like all weather, except for like super, super hot. But in general, I like all weather types. But this weather, it's a little bit cool. It just rained a couple of days ago. You know the grass is going to pop after this nitrogen-rich water graces us. Pools get filled up. Mountains, fruit trees all get a nice pop of water. I love it. Good stuff. Let's see who's in the chat today. I know some of you are already here, and thank you for that. Tabbycat Games says, hey Tabbycat Games. Pokemon Fan 34 says, hi. We are here to listen. Yes. Michael Gutmann says, what happened? There was a little bit of a hiccup, I think, on YouTube. And hello there, also. Roger, and your stream crash, same happened to me. Something happened on YouTube, but we're good now. We're alive now, so I guess a quick minute reboot or so. But welcome. Thank you for being here. Michael Gutmann saying, what do you expect for the prices of the PS5 this holiday season? Well, Sony did announce that the prices have gone up. So, yeah, it's going to be a more expensive holiday this time around than it was in 2024. Xbox is up. PlayStation is up. Nintendo Switch is up, but not Nintendo Switch 2. I mean, after all, this is Nintendo Switch 2's first holiday season. It would be nice if the system did not have to endure a price hike ahead of its holiday debut, you know? And that doesn't seem to be the case. Nintendo hasn't changed anything. I suppose all is possible, right? Something could be announced. Like, hey, Nintendo Switch 2 is receiving a $50 price increase for the regular model. For digital, $60 more or something like that, effective November 10th. Like, that would be unfortunate, though, because you've got Black Friday right there. You've got Christmas, holidays. You've got Metroid Prime 4 Beyond coming up in December. Hyrule Warriors, Age of Imprisonment, early November. Kirby Air Riders. I don't want anything to take away from the positivity that is Nintendo Switch 2 during its first holiday season, But regarding PlayStation 5, it's still going to sell well, but it's going to be less than it was in 2024. Oh, good timing. Just got out of the shower and your stream started. Great timing indeed. Let's talk gaming. Pokemon Fan 34 saying mall is crazy. Yeah. I love the malls, though. During holiday time, I mean, in general, I'm a fan of the mall. Like, I like to go to the mall. I enjoy seeing a variety of people bumping into old friends, smiling and seeing some new friends sometimes, making some new friends, I guess you could say. Lots of people happy, smiling. Stop by, get some warm pretzels over here or a little bit of ice cream over there. It's just fun, you know. Go to the GameStop, see familiar faces usually. Just fun. Like the mall's cool. I know it's not for everybody, but for me I like it. And I like it even more when it's the holidays. When it's crazy, when there are tons of people there and everyone is in long lines and it's chaotic and you just get such a variety of people that is just fun for me. It's fun to be a part of. Don't mind waiting in lines. I don't mind, excuse me, get going in between folks and stuff like that. Yeah. I guess the only downside for me is the potential increase of getting sick, right? Like more people, more folks that have a cold, more people coughing that probably should have stayed home, and potentially getting everybody else sick. Like that's the only downer for me. Beyond that, dude, like I like it. I'm a people person though. I like variety and seeing that. But yeah, I used to love mall during holiday times. I'm still there, Tabby. Alrighty. Well, we've got some things to talk about today. The big one is obviously Pokemon Legends ZA. It's out now. My copy is on the way. I could have gone to Best Buy. Like, I pre-ordered the game. My Best Buy is really close, and I could have picked it up right when they opened. I mean, I could have gone to GameStop too. That's where I pick up most of my games because the GameStop Pro membership plan is actually quite good. It gives you good value, nice little perks, rewards. It works out. It's solid. But Best Buy, they happen to give a $10 gift certificate. So it's like, well, yeah, I'll get some points at GameStop for it, but not $10 worth of points for the game. So I went to Best Buy or pre-ordered from Best Buy. Could have gone in person, but I thought, I've got enough to play this morning, this afternoon, you know. I'm still enjoying Hades 2. I'm still enjoying Ghost of Yote. I don't need Pokemon Legends ZA in my hands right now, this morning, first thing to play it. I could survive a few hours. I've got streaming, which I'm doing right now, so even if I did have the game, I wouldn't be playing it right now because I'm talking with all of you. But I want to know, did you pick up the game already? Do you like it? Are you getting it? Let's talk about Pokemon. Matt Weeks says, unfortunately, a lot of my malls are pretty much dead around where I am. Not as lively as they once were, and even closed a majority of stores. That's kind of a bummer, Matt Weeks. Yeah. Kind of goes to show you that, certain things that we knew growing up, that we thought this is probably going to be around forever, might not be the case, Things are slowly fading. Physical medium is one of them. The necessity of going to a store, because you've got online, you've got the digital era, order something from Amazon, have it delivered, etc. Tabby Cat Games, we have a Puny Mall. Robot Paul is back, says Michael Gutmann. Pokemon Fan 34, how is Legends? You might have typed that before I said it earlier, but I haven't played it yet because I chose to have shipping. Now, Best Buy is going to ship it today, but probably in a couple of hours. I don't know what mail service they'll use, but actually, I might have it right now. It might have arrived when I started streaming. Possible. Roger, and I bought ZA digitally, streamed it for about an hour before bedtime. Okay, so Roger, I think, is the only one in here right now who has the game right now. How do you like it, Roger? What are your thoughts? What are your impressions so far? Pokemon fan. I did shipping too. LOL. I fail. Never use GameStop shipping ever. See, I've had plenty of good success. I've had plenty of success, I should say, from GameStop for shipping. Like, I got my big box collector's edition of Street Fighter 6, no problem. Consoles from them in the past, no problem. A couple of weeks ago, Ghosts of Yote from them, no problem. You know what I mean? So, I don't think I've ever experienced any issues from GameStop shipping over the years. Maybe, yeah, I take that back. I've been pre-ordering games both in person and online, shipping and picking up for so many years that, yeah, I could say there has to have been some errors over the years from, pre-ordering and having delivery from GameStop, but few and far between. To me, they've been good. But I know people with, horror stories from almost any chain, honestly. In particular, I think the bigger the game, the more likely there is to be some kind of snafu, a little problem in shipping, when you've got so many moving parts. I get mine this afternoon, just waiting to go pick it up for kiddo's doctor appointment. Nice. Pokemon fans, is the first time you've had a problem. Yeah, see, so that's not bad. I mean, it's still coming Monday. Pokemon fan 34. Are you able to do the following? Because you could. Monday. If 3 days is too long of a wait, which in a moment like this, it's like, you want it so bad, you don't want to wait another 3 days. In reality, you can. But if you don't want to, can you do something like the following? Go to GameStop today, buy the game physically, play it and enjoy it for the next 3 days, and then on Monday, when your physical copy comes in the mail, take that one and return it back to the store. Can you do that? Because then you would have had the security of knowing, I did try to pre-order it to have it come to my house and make it easier and ship it, but didn't work out. So I can still have my cake and eat it too by going to the store, getting it, and then, having to return one, but not that big of a deal if the store's not too far. It's just another trip back. Maybe do something else in the meantime to justify that second trip, right? Just a thought. Matt Weeks, yep, for the most part, I really haven't had issues with GameStop shipping. Yeah, nice. Roger, and you're so far so good. I'm not a big Pokemon gamer, but I liked Arceus a lot. I played 30 minutes of Scarlet and never picked it up again. So I do like the Legends series a lot better. Yeah, I think that Legends Arceus it is my favorite of the recent Pokemon games. It's probably my favorite since X and Y. I loved X and Y. X and Y is probably my overall favorite, with Arceus a second. Unless if you go into original territory, then for sheer nostalgia's sake, Red, Blue, Gold, Silver are really high up there. But I'm glad you're liking it so far, Roger. That's cool. Michael Gutman, I want to get a PS5 soon, so I'm waiting for a sale, but the base price is going from $450 to $550. It's a lot. Michael Gutman, my advice on a PlayStation 5. Gosh, do I say get one now? Or wait till it drops in price? And normally I would say, dude, you're at 5 years, wait till it drops in price. But that's not happening this time around. Price is going up. I could see a potential rebound, if this tariff situation ends, not only would it go down to the normal price, but you would then get a price drop. So if the economic climate is a little bit different 6 months from now, then maybe in 10 months you're looking at a price drop on PS5 and Xbox Series and Nintendo Switch that is lower than not just what they were, but lower than that, than those prices. But right now, I don't know if I recommend buying one because it still is an older system. But if it's new for you, it's still new. Is it worth suggesting just wait like 2 more years till you can get a PS6? Put this money to the side and save up a little bit of more money on the side for a PS6 fund so you don't even feel it when it comes out for $800. I mean, that's one way to go, but also, if you're able to enjoy life a little bit more now by owning the system now, and you didn't have a PS4, yeah, maybe just go ahead and get a PS5 this holiday season. What you might experience is, yes, you're paying more for a PlayStation 5 than you could have had you bought one a few months ago, but there's a decent chance that Target, Best Buy, GameStop, etc. will have bundles, deals on software. So though you might be paying more for the system itself, you'll be making up that loss, which is a gain for you in software sales by spending less on the games because of these bundles. So, if you didn't pick up Spider-Man 2 and you're interested in Spider-Man 2, you won't be paying $70 for it this holiday season. You might be paying $30. So, yeah, you ended up spending more on the PlayStation 5 itself, but you got Spider-Man 2, a terrific game, for $40 less. So things start to balance out. Waffle Boy, awful ploy. Had to replace my pre-ordered copy of Donkey Kong Bonanza. Luckily, I got my money back, but yeah, I had to get another copy before it came. Why'd you have to replace it? Did that pre-order not come through? Pokemon fans hoping it comes before, yeah. I don't think they're pricing it $100 more because of tariffs. I think they know they can use that as an excuse to make more money. Oh, it's 5 years. It's not typical to release a console and then 5 years later increase the price. Unless if there's like a dramatic shift in inflation. Because if you think about it, inflation is always occurring. The value of the dollar is ever decreasing in its value, right? So, theoretically, in actuality, even though the number doesn't suggest otherwise, a $300 base Nintendo Switch now, before the little bump up, correct? A $300 base Nintendo Switch now costs less than a $300 base Nintendo Switch did in 2017. Because in 2017, the dollar was worth a little bit more. Inflation wasn't quite where it's at. Minimum wage was a little less. So 8 years later, that Nintendo Switch still costing $300 is effectively less, which means that the companies are making effectively less. However, on the flip side, parts for the systems have also gone down, manufacturing costs, so they're making a little bit more in those regards. But tariffs have an impact. It's one of the reasons why not every single territory around the world are seeing prices go up, but United States is one of them. Darren Nye, hello there. Michael Gutmann, or instead of making money, they would break even, so they up the price to make money on every unit. PlayStation has typically been a console that has lost Sony money for each system they would sell. And you might think, why? How? You're willing to take a little bit of a dive on the consoles because instead you're making a profit on the pieces of software sold and all the licensed agreements that you have with all of the third parties, a little bit of money on each of those. So that's where Microsoft and Sony is at. losing money on Xbox and PlayStation, but making money on software. Nintendo, for the overwhelming vast majority of the consoles they have released over the years, they've made a little bit of money on each unit they sold. Definitely not waiting for PS6. Yeah. Yeah, if you're like craving certain games now, Michael, and don't have a PS4, then I think PS5 is a solid purchase for you because you're going to get access to a huge library on PS4, kind of like someone that's buying a Nintendo Switch for the first time or a Nintendo Switch 2 for the first time that did not own a Nintendo Switch. You're getting access to a lot, right? Yvonne Francois, hi everyone. Waffle Boy. Pretty much it came way later than it should have been, and the delivery service didn't update on us after a couple of days after the game came out. Aha. Yeah, regarding Donkey Kong. Yeah. I'm glad that you got your money back and got to play the game early. Michael Goodman, yeah, I understand why they would sell at a loss, but I don't think they are. I'm already behind all the PS4 and PS5 games I want. I've already counted like 50 plus games you want. Woo! Wow. That's a lot. That's a lot. Jam Powers 83, greetings everyone. Who passed away? Tomonobu Itagaki. Yeah, that came out of nowhere. That was definitely unfortunate to see. I'll get into the video game sales in a little bit. We kind of started off this stream talking about Pokemon Legends ZA, but this man right here, this was sad. Tomonobu Itagaki began working in the video game industry in 1990. He was with Tecmo for a long time, eventually Tecmo Koei. He founded Team Ninja over at Tecmo. He's best known for revitalizing Ninja Gaiden. He was a big part in producing and directing games in the 2000s. Ninja Gaiden, not on the original NES, but when it came to Xbox and then later follow-up releases, that was his baby. He created the Dead or Alive series, including Dead or Alive, Extreme Beach Volleyball, Devil's Third on Wii U. He eventually began his own studio, and he expressed that he would like to work and create more video game projects in the near future. And it was a sad post this morning on his Facebook page where he announced, if you're reading this, I'm no longer here. So, though I don't know the reasons behind his death, I do know that he was 58 years old, which is, way too young. I hope he had a good life. I hope that he was surrounded by, loved ones, friends, family. I know some folks that I've known for a long time that were very close to him, are hit very hard today. One of them, James Milky, aka Milkman, from back in the Electronic Gaming Monthly days /gamers.com, 1up.com. James actually is the person who reached out to me asking me if I wanted to work for gamers.com. So he kind of is the one that gave me the job, in addition to other folks that were there who were all talking about that, like Mark McDonald and Dan Shu and Che Chu, Crispin Boyer, Chris Johnson, etc. Like that whole EGM crew was fantastic. But I read James Milky's post today, and he was very close to Mr. Itagaki. So I feel extra sad for him and for those that were really close. I met Tomonobu a good few times over the years at various E3s. I would say 3 times probably. The first one was actually right here. This is at E3 2004. Ah, man. Yeah, it's sad. Like, even though I'm talking about it live stream right now, coming from a different vibe of Pokemon and hypothesizing on upcoming sales and tariffs and all that kind of stuff, being in a more bright mood. Looking at this picture, and it's like, that kind of stuff sinks in, you know? Yeah, this is 2004. This is 21 years ago. Gosh, 21 years ago. I was 21 in this photo, and he was 37. So he's 5 years younger here than I am right now at my current age. Like, that's how long ago this was. And we talked about Ninja Gaiden, and he asked how I liked the game, and did I beat it, and what difficulty mode I was playing on. And I expressed how much of a fan I am of the game, and how cool it is, and how fun and responsive it is. And, you know, he was so cool, so nice, so engaging to talk to. And this was one of my earlier E3s, you know, this was 2004. So it was my 5th E3, which at that point I've already been going to for a while, but, you know, 5th out of like 21, so definitely on the earlier side of things. And, you know, I really had a great appreciation for him and for everyone that I was meeting in the video game industry in these early years that was so cool and easy to talk to, approachable, welcoming, and like he was there and he had an awesome aura around him and he was really nice. And yeah, that's sad. That's sad to see. I wish that, you know, whatever it was that was the cause of death didn't exist. That didn't happen, you know. This photo is 2014. So 10 years later, you know, he's kind of notoriously known for wearing sunglasses, cool leather jackets, kind of flashy clothes. Yeah. And here, yeah, this is him post Tecmo Koei in advance of Devil's Third, and us talking about Wii U, his upcoming projects, looking over the picture from 10 years ago, because I have, at most times, access to a lot of the photos that I've taken with various friends from the video game industry and elsewhere, you know, like on my phone. Ever since the smartphone came out, it's been easier to keep track and have that. So, you know, once in a while when I see someone who I haven't seen in a while, like, do you remember this photo? And I'm like, oh wow, what a trip. And like, I forgot if we saw each other in between these years of 04 and 14 or after once more, because the last E3 was 2019. So it might have been one more time after this or one time in between. But, you know, I definitely haven't seen him since 2019. The last time we spoke in any capacity was 2022. Just over DMs, I think. I don't think I still followed him and stuff like that, although he didn't have too much of a public profile the last few years. But on Facebook, you know, he was accepting of fans and friends, and, you know, we had a lot of mutual friends and stuff like that. So yeah, I still followed him for what he did put up, but we didn't have regular conversation or anything like that. And I think the last time we talked together was 2022. So maybe it was like 19 or 18 the last time we saw each other in person. But yeah, sad. It's too bad. You know, I wish the best for his closest family and friends. You know, I hope he didn't have an unpleasant passing or that it was painful. And, you know, I wish him well, that he may rest in peace. And yeah, thank you, Mr. Itagaki, for the years of being kind and friendly, inviting, talking about video games, the industry, how you enjoyed seeing the challenge, but hearing people like how hard your games are and how it was a reward for you to have them beat it. I think the first time we talked, I was talking about Ninja Gaiden and how I was almost done with it. And he thought, good, good, keep it going. So, thank you. Stay rocking. Os. Ha. Ah, yeah. Yeah. That's too bad. There's no good age to pass on, but if you make it into like your mid 80s, at least you've lived a long life, you know? Doesn't mean it was a good life, but you had more years of opportunity to live and to grow if you have kids to maybe see grandkids and stuff like that. Life kind of goes in thirds. You have first third, sort of you're figuring out who you are. Second third, being the best who you could be. Last third, passing on as much as you can. You know what I mean? Young, middle-aged, old. 58. Definitely young. I have regular friends, IRL people that I know that are like 59, a little bit older than he was. But if you have anything to say, if any of you have either met Mr. Itagaki before, want to share something, have a favorite game of his, whether it's Ninja Gaiden or Devil's Third, Extreme Beach Volleyball, Dead or Alive, Tecmo Bowl involvement, um, you know, Valhalla, uh, you could talk about it. Otherwise, we could slowly move on. I'll leave these pictures up though. And then we'll also go into, our Famitsu sales, etc. Let's see. I gotta catch up to some chat. Thankfully, Sony puts their physical games on sale for like under $40 a piece. Yeah, Sony has discounts throughout the year. And around Black Friday, whether it's a sale from Sony or at retail outlets and stuff like that, or Amazon Prime Day or whatever, like, you're gonna get some good deals. Pokemon fans saying, wow, young. Tabby saying he was kind of cute. Sorry you lost your friend. Thank you. That's sad, so young. It sucks that he went away so young. Sorry for your loss, dude. Thank you. So sorry for the loss of your friend. It's heartbreaking. Yeah. 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 Thank you. Yeah. I mean, there are plenty of folks out there that, were a lot closer, that probably kept in contact on the daily, weekly, monthly, who, knew him in real life and stuff like that. And that's a little bit of a different connection, or a lot different of a connection, but still, here I am. Thinking about like someone who I knew, someone who I liked, is just no longer around in this world. And that's kind of a sad thought. It is a sad thought, People die every day, though. We just don't hear about everybody's loss in this world. But, yeah, folks go through a lot. It's kind of why you got to try to be as good as you can in life. Try to do as much good as possible. Because everyone is always going through something. And if you could just be kind to everyone you meet, you're doing a little part, your part of doing some good on this planet. Pokemon fan says, my mom died suddenly at age 59 and I found her. It would be 6 years ago in February. Dang. I'm sorry, Pokemon fan. That's rough. I hope you have many great memories with her. 6 years ago, at least it is in the era of the smartphone. So I'm hoping that the ease of access that you had to taking pictures and videos with her was easier than it ever was before, like in a time where we didn't have that kind of technology, so that you have a lot of pictures, hopefully videos, pieces to hold on to, and also your memories to keep around always. But yeah, sorry for your loss too. Robbie Rain says, hi and bye. Darren Nye, I lost 2 friends this year from the electronic music scene. It's heartbreaking. Yeah, Darren Nye, I bet. Yeah. That's not fun. Joycey J saying, hey, I know that guy. Hi, Chuck Norris. Hi, Joycey J. Pokemon fan. True, I have photos of her. Yeah. If you have a voicemail from her, don't delete it. Oh, you're talking to Pokemon fan. I lost my dad in 2019 and I saved one of his voicemails. Geez, that's also 6 years ago, Jam Powers. I'm sorry for your loss, too. Yeah. Parent loss. Parent loss has got to be one of the worst. Children, spouse, parents. That's stuff, nobody wants to deal with. I'm glad you have that voicemail, though. Renegade XX3. Yo, what's up? My birthday is today, Mr. Paul. How's it going so far? Welcome, Renegade. Happy birthday. Sorry if some of the talk the last, 20 minutes or so have been a little bit somber, but we're on some positive stuff too. So, if you're here, we're gonna move on to some more lively news stories. Although, even though we shared a little bit of sadness in the news itself that Mr. Tomonobu Itagaki has passed away, we had some fun also talking about why he was so awesome, why he had such cool aura, why he was nice, or I should say how he was nice, how he was enthusiastic and charismatic and had a cool vibe, cool aura around him. To look over some of his games, to talk about some of these photos, some of the times that we met, our interactions. So, you know what? There's some positivity, there's some happiness in a sad story. And, my condolences to those closest. But for you, Renegade XX3, I hope you have a very happy birthday. Tabby, just losing anyone is hard, but especially someone you're close with. Yeah, Jam Powers, you're welcome. Chuck Norris wishes he could be Paul Gale. Joyce J. Yeah. We lost our parents the same year. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. It's all right, bro. I understand. Sorry for the loss, Mr. Paul. Thank you. Happy birthday. Oh, you're getting lots of happy birthdays. If Renegade XX3 wasn't already a member, I would be dropping a gifted membership right now and crossing my fingers that it went to you on your birthday, but you already are a member. So thank you for being a member. We've got 16 watching now, 18 watching now, 15 likes. Let's move on to... Oh, you know what? I'm going to ask a little favor. So, this, unfortunately, so far, has kind of tanked. What did I tell you? The more effort you put into something, the less it's going to do well. I have here a special video that is of me doing the voices for all 151 original Pokemon. You know, I did a 31-day countdown to Pokemon Legends ZA, and for 31 days, I did the voice shout-out of that Pokemon on that respective day to match their number. But on the final day, I went ahead and did an additional 120 recordings and did everybody. Like, I went from Nidoqueen originally to Bulbasaur, but on Bulbasaur's today, I did everyone from Nidoran male to Mew. And I thought, what better way to finalize the release of Pokemon Legends ZA with this epic video. And it's got 48 views. 48. Now, I'm grateful, I'm appreciative of every view. But I can't say, I cannot not say I'm a little disappointed that it's like only 48 and not even triple digits. That hurts. So, a little help from chat. This is also a video, not a short, which means if you do me a little favor, I'd appreciate it big time. A video you could hype. It's got the ability to like, as always, super chat as always, although super chat you have to pay for. I'm not asking you to put money towards the video. Although that's welcome and appreciated, but that's not what I'm asking. But what I'm asking, if you don't mind, is each person gets to hype a video. You can hype a video 3 times a week. Or 3 different videos once a week each, right? If you don't mind, go into that video, hitting that like button, dropping a comment, clicking hype on it 1, 2, 3 times. Maybe with 14 people, 15 people here watching right now. If all of a sudden this video got 45 hypes out of nowhere, unless if some of you already hyped it, and got, 10 more likes, because some of you, I think, already did like it. 10 more comments, because some of you already did comment. Maybe this video could get to triple digits, but like, this was fun. Pokemon fan watched it, loved it. No, you can't tell me you didn't get likes. It was awesome. Tabby Cat, 12 likes, 48 views. Roger Enyart, 20 likes and maybe something amazing might happen. Oh, Roger Enyart with a good proposition here for chat. I like the way you think, Roger. Didn't get likes. Hey, we're at 19 likes. That's good. You should have done all the Pokemon in the world, LOL. You would be there forever. I mean, this took a while. I forgot about Pokemon ZA. Comes out today, and I want to play it. Looks amazing. Roger, I watched all of them this morning. You had me laughing at all the voices. Right? Like, this is good. This is good. Is it not? I mean, the quality, you could debate whether I did a good job or not. But, like, the entertainment factor. Come on. Thank you, Renegade XX3, for hyping the video 3 times. That's what I'm talking about. With a sudden drop of hype to it from everybody in the chat, maybe it'll make a little bit of an impact. Pokemon fan wishes you could use more hypes. Well, you want to watch a little bit of it? We don't have to watch it all. It's like 7 minutes long almost. Oh, look at some of it.
Bulbasaur.
Hold on.
Ivysaur.
Wait, why is it? Hold on. I don't know. Were you able to hear that? Go Bulbasaur! Bulbasaur! Ivysaur! Ivysaur! Venusaur! Venusaur! Charmander! Charmander! Charmeleon! Charmeleon! Charizard! Squirtle! Squirtle! Wartortle! Wartortle! Blastoise! Blastoise! Caterpie! Metapod! Metapod! Butterfree! Weedle! Weedle! Kakuna! Beedrill! Pidgey! Pidgeotto! Pidgeot! 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 Rattata! Rattata! Raticate! Raticate! Spearow! Holy cow! Roger! Okay, I gotta pause just for a moment. Roger dropped the 20. Woo! Gifted members. Holy smokes. Huge. Huge dono. Big thank you, Roger. Wow. Wow. Talk about a big one. Holy smokes. Roger, thank you so much. That's one of the most single dropped at one time ever, and I really appreciate that. That is excellent. That is some much needed positive news to kind of tip the scales on this video barely having 49 views. Thank you so much, Roger. Let me see. Who are the recipients? We've got Starlactic, Cordero C, Rainbow Ash, Andres Restart, Mobile Stats, Hoover Central, Wrestling Soup #1 Fan, The Lannel Show, Jash the Gamer, Brandon Sanford, YouTube Omer, iKits JF, Super Sam Gaming, Sky Swords Alyssa, and TARDIS76. Oh, and Jamie Daniel Hernandez Rios, It's Horizon, Titanium M Solid, Siggy Helgeson, and Chemdude. Woo! Wow. Maybe 20 people will see their email right now and hop in this stream, Roger. You know it's happened before. Thank you, Mr. Enyart. Big thank you. I am grateful. Michael Gutmann is saying, Rattata is your favorite. Kong Donk, wow. Big wow. Roger is the GOAT, says Pokemon fan. Roger with the goat emojis. I like that. You know what? I should make a goat emoji. Maybe I'll go to a farm and see, can I ride this goat and take a picture? Take a picture of me riding on a goat, and then that could be an emoji. So anytime Roger or somebody does like a goat status kind of thing, you could all drop a very unique goat emoji for them. Huh. That's a good idea. Thanks a lot. Again, I don't see them on my computer and my phone is broken, so I can't do it on mobile right now. Well, looky there, says Roger. And then we got some goats. I mean, I pushed play. I pushed pause. I could push play if y'all want to continue it. Up to you. Do you want me to continue it? Michael Gutmann says Rattata is your favorite. Roger, you can't see the hype button. Yeah, you cannot see you cannot hype your own. Cannot hype your own. That's a thing. Hey, what do you call a sleeping bull? Sleeping bull. What do you call a sleeping bull? Let me think. Bulldozer? Bulldozer? That's my guess. I don't know. Michael Gutmann. Oh, bulldozer. Was I right or no? Okay. Oh, Renegade is laughing at my guess of the joke. Is it correct though? Oh wait, am I right? You're telling me is it right? Nintendo Prime cold. It was a little bit chilly, but now it's actually not that bad. Hello, Nintendo Prime. Welcome, welcome. We were in the middle of watching today's viral video of me doing the voices for all 151 Pokemon. I mean, this thing went wild, Nintendo Prime. Because you know, the truth is, Nate, we've discussed this before, the more effort put into these videos, the more effort put into these shorts, the worse they do. 52 views! I'm gonna push play for a moment. Fearow! Atkins! Arbok! Pikachu! Raichu! Sandshrew! Sandslash! Nidoran female! Nidorina! Nidoqueen! Nidoran male! Nidorino! Nidoking! Clefairy! Clefable! Vulpix! Ninetales! Jigglypuff! Wigglytuff! Zubat! Golbat! Oddish! Gloom! Vileplume! Paris! Parasect! Venonat! Okay. We did a little bit more there. But we can keep going. But, yeah. It was so fun to make. Also, I think I could have done a little bit of a better job with the voices had I not done 120 in one day. Or 121, yeah. Yeah, because 31 through 2, I did over the course of, 29 days. And then Bulbasaur 1, I did on this one day. And 32 through 151 also on that day. So it was a lot. After the series was done, recording an additional 120 voices. By the end of the recording session, I had such a range going on in my voice, from lows and highs to screechings. Listen to Aerodactyl. I'm pretty proud of Aerodactyl. I'm pretty proud of some of them, honestly. Like, it was fun. Some, I'm like, if I heard it and the character, I would have thought, yeah, that could have been the professional voice actor. I can't tell Paul Gale's own voice in it. I can't tell my own voice in it. That's how close it is, which is always the goal, right? But, yeah, if I spread them out, like, if I were recording, 5 a day or 4 a day for those 30 days and had multiple takes, distinguishing differently on different days the high Pokemon versus the lows, and just experimenting with this, probably all 151 would have been of a better quality. But what you got was, hey, here's 120 voices or so in one day, and the other 31 like over 31 days or something like that. But it was fun. Let's see. What is it at now? Oh, it's white. That's weird. Why is it white? It was black. Oh, there we go. Well, it's got 52 views. It's got 18 likes. I mean, the thing is, this is forever content. So if I look at it from that perspective, unlike some videos where it only makes sense today, it only makes sense for this moment in time. Yeah, someone might find entertaining some of these Donkey Kong Bonanza shorts, but nobody's going to be looking for the Donkey Kong Bonanza shorts probably a year from now. You know what I mean? They were a 40-day block of time. They're entertaining, they're fun, but they're not going to be looked for. So it's not really forever content necessarily. But this series of gaming history is a little bit more viable, where it's one a day. So potentially for every October 1st to come forever, if someone looks up gaming history for October 1st, it might stand its own, but we'll see. We'll see once the year passes and everything has been out for 365 days, our old videos getting a jump or not. I'm not anticipating a lot, but maybe. Something like this, though, voicing all original 151 Pokemon, that's something that could be forever content as someone is looking up voices. But with the video having so few total views, will it even be a ripple in the pond of YouTube that people are looking up? Like if you look up right now, voices for original 151 Pokemon, who will you find? How big of the channel? How many views did they already have? Will you even find mine? Will it even be a blip on the radar? I don't know. But I digress. I had fun making it. And if this community enjoyed watching it, at the end of the day, that's a win. Nintendo Prime, I haven't uploaded it myself. Maybe may do well, who knows. Hey, you know, Nate, like if it does well there, that's good. Maybe it's all about how you listed it. What did you call it on your end? Let's see, Nintendo Prime. Boom. What is it? It's a short? Oh, it must be uploading, right? Or is it a video? Because it was too long. No, it's a short. Yeah, it'll probably be there in a little bit. We also spoke earlier about Mr. Tomonobu Itagaki, Nintendo Prime. He passed away today at the age of 58. I don't know if you read that, heard that in the news earlier, but yeah. The stream was a pretty different vibe, like a good 30 minutes ago or so. I was sharing my personal stories with him, and yeah, he was great. He was awesome. There we go. First view. I'm gonna like this video. I'm gonna comment on it right away. This is awesome. I love the original 151 Pokemon. That's right. That's right. I'm gonna play it. Okay. I'll spare the chat from hearing that like for a third time today. Let's see. Well, thank you, Nate. I hope it does well. Well, how did your other videos do today? This is today's, right? Yeah. This one was fun. October 16th. 21 days until the release of Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. This is the first Hyrule Warriors short where I decided, let's do a little bit of pizzazz in there. Joycey J has an idea for me. She wants me, for my Hyrule Warriors short, Nate, and everyone in chat, to go on my roof, jump off of my roof with a flaming sword, chuck it in the air, take out a flaming bow and arrow, shoot the sword, have it ricochet past my mouth as I do a yoga flame, landing into the pool. And Joycey J is convinced that if I do that, I might go viral with 17 views. That's Joycey's idea, which is a good idea. Maybe I'll do it. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, this was my little bit of a... You could see how I do it. Not every short has like the full shebang, right? Some don't have any kind of music, any kind of audio. It's just the fact. Some have a little bit of music behind it, and then some are like skits, you know. Click that like button. I'm going to say I like the transition between Zelda and Paul. Yeah, because I do. I like that transition. It was light, and it faded darker, and then it went into Paul. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Let's see. Make sure I get some more chat in there. Thank you, Pokemon fan, for watching it this morning. Michael Gutman liked Clefairy and Ninetales. Aaron Cedillo saying, rest in peace to Tomonobu Itagaki. Yeah, definitely. Everyone is in trouble. I feel like being a brat, says Tabby Cat. How so? Michael Gutman, check your notifications. I just sent you a comment. Thank you. I will do that. Let me see. I have that one here. I have my YouTube studio open. I will have to pull my phone to the side in a moment. Joycey J, Paul missed my idea for a short. I know your idea, Joycey. I think it's terrific. Sounds kind of wild. Nintendo Prime saying, well, it would go viral, that's for sure. That's what you think. That's what you think. GTA 5 should have gone viral. Jackass, come on. Saw? How many times do you see a full-grown man riding a tricycle? That's comedy gold. No, don't jump off the roof unless you make it with AI. No, I have to do it for reals. The skill needed to pull off that with no one getting hurt alone is worth the watch. It might be even more worth the watch, Nate, if someone does get hurt. Oof. Not that one, but it does include your roof, Joycey says. Aaron Cedillo, hi, Paul. Hi again. Corny Puddle says a hi, Paul. Hi there. Michael Gutman sent multiple comments. Big thank you. Tabby, I am just in that pester mood, you know, like the kids do when wanting mom. Paul, that is very dangerous. It's not my idea, Aaron. That's Joycey's idea, you know. All right. Oh, Nintendo Prime. Yeah, but you call it the coolest trick shot. Don't chase the gamers. Chase the people trying to watch crazy trick shots. I mean, I guess the GTA 5 one is a trick shot of another kind. I should call that. I should just rename the video. Is it too late? Trick shotting on the street corners of LA. Yeah. Trick shotting in a tree. Will it fall on the guy? Find out. Huh. Yeah. I have a different idea that includes your roof. Sure you do. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, we got to get into the next topic. I mean, we don't have to, but you know, we went over Pokemon Legends ZA, feeling the hype around here. The game's gonna clear past 5 million, no problem. Opening weekend, like no problem. I actually haven't spent too much time compiling together my thoughts on just how well I think it's gonna do. I said past 5 million, like no problem. But I don't know how ambitious am I willing to go with it. I'd have to do a little bit more of a deep dive into that thought. Like, I don't know. I don't know yet. Sometimes I do. I didn't put in a whole lot of thought here, but I know it'll pass 5 in opening weekend, and that's awesome. It will be another 10 million seller on Nintendo Switch, which is really cool to see. I mean, the system is already got the most amount of 10 million sellers on it by a long ways. And it's just getting some more. Love to see it. We don't know how many more 10 million sellers it will have, but Pokemon Legends ZA will be one of them. It might be the last one, but we'll see. Nintendo could surprise us next year with another title that's like, I can't believe it. We got Tomodachi Life, right? We got Rhythm Heaven. Super Mario Galaxy 1 plus 2 could do it. But that came out before Legends ZA. Alright. Speaking of moving on. I mean, I don't know about speaking of, but we got to move on. We got to go over the video game sales. We're in sales talk, right? So I guess it's a nice transition. Let's go over the top 10 video game sales from this past week in Japan. This is the Famitsu sales that is available right here on Install Base Forum. I like their site. And this is put up by Chris, 1964. This is from October 6th through October 12th. It's physical only, but let's go. Best-selling game of the week in Japan was Mario Kart World for Nintendo Switch 2 with 37,502 copies sold. In second place was last week's number 1 game, Ghost of Yotei, at number 2 with 26,776. Big drop in 78%. Kind of expected for a big single-player, non-multiplayer kind of game. But hopefully it hangs into the top 10 for a while because it is a really good game. In third, Battlefield 6 on PS5 with 23,292 copies out there. In fourth, Super Mario Galaxy 1 plus Super Mario Galaxy 2 with 20,083 copies. In fifth, and this is going to be interesting to see because there are 3 SKUs of the following game. Fifth place is Little Nightmares 3 on Nintendo Switch with 17,806. In sixth is Donkey Kong Bonanza on Nintendo Switch 2 with 7,420. And here's where I said it gets interesting. You got the PS5 version of Little Nightmares 3 in seventh with 7,040. That's a good 10,800 almost less than Nintendo Switch. And Nintendo Switch 2's version of Little Nightmares 3, which is in 8th place, did 6,924. Just barely behind by 116 of the PS5 version. So those two are almost equal. And then you've got the Nintendo Switch version that, did more than both of them combined. In fifth place. In ninth, PlayStation 5 title, Digimon Story, Time Stranger, moving 6,595 copies. And in 10th, one of the most evergreen games of the generation, Minecraft on Nintendo Switch, which moved 5,002 copies. 6 of the games are Nintendo on the top 10. 4 are Sony, specifically 4 PS5, 3 Nintendo Switch 2, 3 Nintendo Switch. And if we move into hardware, the best-selling console of the week was Nintendo Switch 2 which moved 46,842. Do note, it would be selling more, but they are heavily supply constrained in Japan. Nintendo is not trying to artificially manipulate the market and create scarcity, but what they are trying to do is distribute the stock they have equally, so it's benefiting all markets at once, while also not putting all out there, but not to create an artificial sense of supply and demand, but because they need more stock available for the heavy hitting holiday weeks, which is primarily that Black Friday moving on, but also for days like this, or days like next week, I should say. Well, days like this, Pokemon Legends ZA coming out in Japan and elsewhere in the world, but next week when we get to see sales. Like I said, next Thursday, that's going to be a big one. October 23rd, we're going to have some big numbers here on this Famitsu chart and big hardware on Nintendo Switch 2. It's going to be pretty wild. I'm excited for it. But yeah, Nintendo Switch 2 is doing just fine. In advance of the holidays, you got a big game like this. You got Hyrule Warriors in 3 weeks. You got Kirby Air Riders right around Thanksgiving. Then you've got Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, December. Dang. It's good stuff. It's a great first half a year for a console. Incredible, really. Nintendo nailed it. They just have to release enough units of the platform itself, and they're going to bust through their goals easy. Anyways, after Nintendo Switch 2's first place mark of 46,842 units sold, Nintendo Switch came in second at 23,149, PlayStation 5 in third with 14,800, Xbox Series next with 237, and PS4 last with 17. And there you go. Week after week after week after week. What do you see? What do I say? Nintendo Switch continuously having over 20,000 a week. What does that equal? 80,000 a month. What does that equal? 250,000 per quarter. Just in Japan. That equals several 100,000 in the world per quarter. That equals a few million per year. And as we get closer to 155 million, then you've got 5 million to go. And you've got several more quarters of selling several 100,000 and a couple more holidays of selling 1 point something million. And that's why no later than summer 2027, this thing is topping 160. Roger. Okay, all. I'm about to head to work. I'll still be listening to the stream while driving. Bluetooth. Safety first. Well, that's awesome, Roger. Thank you for being here. Thank you once again for the gifted memberships. I really appreciate it. Drive safe, and then hope you have fun at work too. Steak 1024. Have a guest for ZA on Famitsu chart next week? Well, it's going to be in first place, I'll tell you that much. Just how high? See, here's where I'm like, I usually have by now done something like this, where I know it's probably going to sell this well, you know? On the one hand, there are more Nintendo Switches out there now than ever before. From when Sword and Shield came out, Arceus came out, Scarlet and Violet came out. On the other hand, it's not a new entry game like a Gen 9, Gen 8 type of thing, but it is a new mainline story title like Arceus. Arceus proved successful, but also was released nearly 4 years ago. Nearly 4 years ago. ZA has been getting positive reception, had more positive responses by gaming journalists and media, and was at more events than Arceus had, because Arceus, being a January 2022 title, was kind of during that tail end of COVID, but did not benefit from any in-person events, E3, nothing like that. This game did. This game also has Nintendo Switch 2 on its side, releasing for a platform that is still 4 months old, which is a new system that has people excited to get games for it. So since you've got such a huge install base on Nintendo Switch, public perception being positive for the game in the months leading up, people that got to play it, strong reviews, you're getting reviews across the board, but a lot of people are putting it in the high 70s, low 80s, and you've got some folks in the 90s and stuff like that as well, and some lower. I think it'll open up to close to 2 million in Japan alone. Close to 2 million in Japan alone. Between the two versions. I would love for it to be like 3. Like, damn! 3 million? Woo! 2.5 on Nintendo Switch and 500,000 on Nintendo Switch 2. Wow! That would be fantastic. 3 million. But I think something like, 1.8 million, where, 200,000 were from Nintendo Switch 2, 1.6 million were from Nintendo Switch, would still be pretty awesome for Japan. So I'm going to say close to 2 million. That's kind of safe. I'd have to do more research, more investigating, but, worldwide, like I said previously, I'll go with worldwide of over 5, easy. Joycey J, back to work for me, back to lurking. Mario Master, hi everyone. Did I miss a lot of things? Oh, Mario Master, well, I'll tell you one thing you missed. One thing you might have missed is this. Wait, home. Oh, go to my home? One thing you missed, Mario Master. Although, I know you already saw it elsewhere. Oh, jeez. Where is it now? Is the following. Why is this so weird to see? There we go. The store. Mario Master. If you haven't already, even though I know you have in some capacity, click that video, watch it, hit that like button, hype it up, comment on it. All those things would go a long way. I'd be very grateful. So that's one thing. We went over a little bit today. My voice acting attempt at doing all 151 original Pokemon. We went over the unfortunate news of Tomonobu Itagaki passing away and me sharing some stories on our experiences together over the years. We talked about Pokemon Legends ZA. We went into some Famitsu sales, and then we're kind of circling back to how well Legends ZA is going to do. I mean, when I said over 5, Maybe I could even say like 7.5 worldwide, you know. We'll see. Mario Master saying, "Oh yeah, I will do everything. Could count on me." Oh, big thank you, Mario Master. You know, there is a short version of this. The short version of this might have done better. It's interesting on YouTube, shorts versus regular form videos. Wait, did I not like it? Heck yeah, I like it, man. I like my own video. Now it's got 19 likes. Let's go. I didn't like my own video. Well, there you go. Gotta like your own video, man. Oh, dang. Speaking of likes, thank you all for liking this stream. We'll probably end it soon. Heck yeah, I like it, man. I haven't played ZA yet. I'm actually not sure if it arrived. It could be out there, ready to go. But I don't know yet. But we have 15 watching now. We've been good all stream. Got 24 likes. That's more people liking it than watching it. It's always nice to see. Yeah, Mario Master, that is sad. You know, before we go, though, let's see. Let's go on X. A lot of people today are talking about Mr. Itagaki. Yeah. Before we go, let's check out the notifications. Maybe there's some news that has happened in the last 80 minutes of streaming. No, not really on that end. That's on that end. Boom. DM. I'd open up that later. Haha. Good to see Thunderstash right here. Showing off his copy of Pokemon Legends ZA. Right on. Oh, go like that right here. Comment live. I hope Thunderstash likes it. Let's see, what did Nintendo Prime have to say? If people wonder why I'm snarky at times in my replies, just know it's likely not your fault. But I get thousands of notifications daily, and many are saying some of the nastiest stuff to me. I don't reply to 99% of them, but they do affect my replies to others at times. I'll try to be more mindful. Yeah, if you're still here, Nate, I just read out your post. Yeah, that is unfortunate. The bigger you get, the more of a name you have, the more recognition, the more followers, the greater the fandom, the greater the appreciation, the greater the awesomeness of the community. But as those people go up, the quantity of people also go up in the hate section. The percentages still might stay the same, whereas 95% good people, 5% trash people. But when the numbers go up, the trash goes up and becomes a lot more apparent, and you feel it a lot more. You know, it stinks. It stinks how sometimes the negative can outweigh the positive, or that the bad can leave a bigger, more powerful imprint on you than the good, you know? But you're doing good, Nintendo Prime. Keep your channel up. Keep staying positive in it. And that goes for everybody here, you know? Stay positive. Easier said than not sometimes to not allow the negativity to affect us. Trust me. I know. But surround yourself with as many good people as possible. Do as many cool, fun things as possible. So when one avenue goes a little bit sour, you have something to bounce off. Something to bounce back to. Yeah, I'm just scrolling through. N64 Josh flexing. Keep it up. Oh yeah, people are talking about this today. That ROG Xbox Ally IGN gave a 9 to, and Nintendo Switch 2 a 7 to. It's like, huh, that much of a difference, eh? To be fair, I haven't played the ROG Xbox Ally, so I don't know how awesome it is, but I definitely give Nintendo Switch 2 a lot higher of a grade than 7. Ooh, South Park has a new episode. I gotta watch this. Yeah, now that, what's it called? Now that Peacemaker is done, which is excellent, my wife and I are wrapping up with The Last of Us Season 2. Oh no, we finished Last of Us Season 2. Now we're starting Gen V Season 2. We're on Episode 2. Because so many things were out, and I'm like, oh dang. I really like The Boys. And I also liked quite a bit Gen V. And I also really enjoyed Twisted Metal. So we've got Twisted Metal Season 2 to watch, which will probably start once we're done with Gen V Season 2. And then once those are both done, probably we'll go into the Dexter Resurrection. Because unlike the prequel series, Youngblood, I think it was called, that got canceled after one awesome season, which was unfortunate, Resurrection is being greenlit for like 2 or 3 seasons or something. So, yeah, the beard is growing so fast. Yeah, Mario Master, I could do this now. I could like put my fingers through that thing and like reach on. You know what's gonna be cool? I don't think I could do it yet because I tried. I want to get the beard long enough to like stick a pencil. Oh, we can't. Will it stay? Oh shoot! Is today the day? Let's find out. Oh no, not quite. The beard is not at the level of power yet to hold a pencil. But I want to get the beard to be powerful enough that I could throw a pencil through it and it'll stay, That's the goal. Yeah, but it's growing pretty fast. I recently hit 2 months. Kind of funny, actually. The beard and gaming history shorts almost go hand in hand. Like August 14th. Oh, speaking of which, one more video. You know what? We got another video. Let's watch this other short today. This is a good short here. Today in gaming history, October 16th, 2000, Paul Gale began working for Electronics Boutique in Los Angeles, California. Trust me, you had to be there. I should know. I was. That's kind of funny. Yeah, today is 25th anniversary of my first real job. I say real job because, I did some lawn mowing as a kid. I picked mistletoe and sold mistletoe. Little things like that. But like my first job with like an actual paycheck and stuff like that, I got hired and began working at Electronics Boutique in my junior year of high school. Yeah, junior year of high school on October 16th, 2000. Woo! 25 years ago. Pretty wild. That's today. Kind of cool. So, I don't know, Nintendo Prime, if you're here, if you're going to put up that short today, but I had to on my end, It's kind of funny. Alrighty, everybody. Oh, JM Powers 83, I think, asked earlier, how do you hype a video? Well, let's find out. Let's see. If I type in Nintendo Prime, I might have already used it for the week, but let's see. Let's go to Nintendo Prime. Let's go to his videos, and we're going to go to this one from 2 days ago.
Tyrannical monarchs' ambitions. The tyrannical monarchs'
No. I don't see the ability to hype it here. It might be only a mobile thing. Let me go on my phone. Subscriptions. Boom. Nintendo Prime.
James is a man.
Yeah. All right. So I'm on the same video on my phone. Yeah, Steak 1024. Electronics Boutique is EB Games. Yes. So, smartphone, tablet, whatever. You go to comments and you scroll and you see hype, live chat replay, ask questions to summarize the video, listen to music live on YouTube. Anyways, I'm going to go to hype, click hype on Nate's video. I've already hyped 3 days this week. So I might have even hyped this very video of Nintendo Primes or one of his other ones. But that's what it looks like. You could hype videos. It doesn't boost up the video a whole lot to like the front of the page or anything. It brings it to a hype section, which is kind of tricky to even find. But you know what? Any little help is still help. It's always appreciated. But all right, everybody. We had a fun stream. Thank you all for being here. Hope you all have a good rest of the day. Hope you all have fun playing Pokemon Legends ZA. Thank you for watching the videos. Thank you, Roger, for the $20 contribution. And appreciate you all. Take care. JM Powers getting a new phone tomorrow. Very cool. Very cool. You all take care, and I'll see you tomorrow is the safe bet. There's always a possibility I'll come back on tonight. But for now, see you tomorrow.